back guys to another vlog. Today is the day that we're gonna complete this kit actually. I want to put in all the electronic parts. Soldering will be next week. So currently you guys know that I did a little bit modification on the YD-2EXII where I put the S gearbox on the YD-2EXII. So today we got some couple of electronics that we can install. I still need to go and find my RPX2 ESC basically. So the first thing we need that I said for electronic guys, that you know, when you buy the chassis, it's not all fully completed. You don't get the battery, you don't get the motor, you don't get the RêveD servo, you won't get a gyro, you won't get also a receiver that comes with a remote. Of course, you won't get the rims, the body shell, and what else? And a charger as well. So you won't get this kind of thing. So you really have to budget yourself when you buy a chassis. So I'm gonna go through step-by-step process with you guys on how do I actually put on and install my electronic parts. So it's a very simple process. For the servo, I'm not basically taking out because you guys can see it's actually really screwed on right down here. So basically I don't want to take out the hassle to take out the servo and then put it back in. So far this chassis have not run yet. I have to put on the dampers as well, so I'll teach you guys on how to adjust your height for your dampers. It's a very basic setup, very easy setup. It's not very difficult. It's just you have to have the right setup. So I know I've been looking back at my videos and I have been seeing like I always want to do a drift build project, but ended up I skip a lot. So I want to go through a full video with you guys where I can really edit this and build this awesome chassis with you guys. So the first thing we got to do is we have to install all the electronic parts. Soldering, like I said, I don't have the solder kit right here, so it's gonna be in the shop. So within 4 days we'll be going to the shop and then we'll be testing this kit, and hopefully that this video is very helpful for you guys, so you guys know what to buy and what you guys need for installing your electronic devices on your chassis. So without further ado, let's go into the installing of the electronic part. Okay guys, so this is the chassis. It's finally done. We just have to install the rear dampers and the front dampers as well. So the main thing what we have to do is install the electronics. So currently I could not find my ESC for the RPX2, but it's okay, we are still going to continue and we're going to install what is needed. So first part is definitely the servo. Very easy, just 2 screws here and then just lock down that servo and then you can just clip it with the connector on your steering. But for the bottom part here, I didn't install another bracket because I want to loosen the weight. Now it's really light, like super light, very light guys. Like I'm not even putting any weight or force to lift it up. Seriously, it's very light. Fully aluminum in the front, except for the upper arm. So I'm gonna upgrade this soon to RêveD's front conversion kit. So front conversion kit will be launched soon. Just stay tuned. Once I've already installed it, then I will show you guys the process as well. So the next thing you need is definitely a receiver that comes with the remote. You got a couple of channels here. So first channel is usually for servo, that's connecting for your gyro. Second, it's ESC. Third and fourth is usually the fan, or you want to put in extra capacitor power by Akuvans, like this small little thing. Let me show you. So third and fourth, you can basically have other options to put in something like this. This would actually smoothen your power. This is by Akuvans Trace.
really not bad, very nice. So this gyro is basically the version 4. It will match my black color kit. I have the red one, but currently the black one is right on here. So this is a version 4 gyro. If you put your gyro right in front, your gain, you don't need to play too much. But if you put your gyro right at the back, your gain a little bit higher, but it's not too sensitive to control, meaning it's a little bit more easier to play. Of course, it's not going to go up to 90 or 100, but if you put in the rear, maybe your gyro will be 60 to 70, maybe in the front you put 40 to 50. So there's a little bit differences when it comes to chassis as well. And the next thing we have is the moto. So currently right now, RêveD moto is like I said, I have a couple of RêveD models, but that RêveD model is currently on sale, so I'm not able to get another RêveD model for my another chassis. So I did order a new RêveD model that is 10.5 as well, using on the red color main chassis. So I am going to put on the 10.5 on this chassis. So it's the second model that I'm getting from RêveD. So in the meantime, we will be using YOKOMO model, a D1 8.5 turn YOKOMO model. So the differences, actually not much. 8.5 just too much power. When you press, it's just way more suitable for carpet. If you like 10.5, it works as well. If you like 13.5, it works as well like that. But usually 13.5 we will use on slippery surfaces. For me, why I didn't choose the D1 X or Type R moto, the 10.5, I do have that moto, but I felt that this moto, it's so much nicer and better. This moto has been with me for 2 years now, since I went to Japan and come back, and I did change the roto at the back and some couple of new screw sets as well. We'll be installing the motor right here, and then you have to put in your spur. So we do all of this step-by-step process, how to install your electronic parts. And just for clarification, for the rear, I don't have the ESC right now, so I'm currently using this as a ESC holder. Usually YOKOMO do come out with the ESC rear holder, but since I don't have extra, so I'm just going to use this. It works as well. Just stick it on, even though your ESC might come out a little bit, but I will try my best to make it flush as possible. And the last and not least is you need a RêveD battery, or any kind of battery is nearby that's available for you. But if you really like RêveD stuff, go for the battery. It's a 3700 mAh battery, very cool battery, a little bit longer than the YOKOMO one. YOKOMO is 3500, this is 3700. 200 mAh does play a little bit longer time, just a little bit higher capacity from there. So I really know where the layout and what I want to do. So I'm going to first definitely put in the battery, because it's not going to block anything on top here. So I'm just going to nicely install the battery. Okay, so the next thing what we have to do is I'm planning to install the receiver. So for receiver part, I usually like to install into this area. So if you guys like to install on top as well, it's not an issue. Usually I won't recommend gyro to be on top, just not on top. I really don't recommend that. And then my gyro will go right up here. So the first thing I have to do is basically opening up this 4 screws, and we can basically align where our gyro would be. Alright guys, so memory card error, don't know why. Suddenly there is a memory card error, so thank God I got a spare memory card. So I've installed the rims and tires. So rim and tire, like I said, you have to self-purchase it. And I came across my RPX 2. So it's actually connected to this motor, so I no longer need this motor now. Well, I don't know, like I said, I'm gonna wait for the RêveD motor to come out, and so I'm able to use the RêveD motor instead. But for now, we're gonna install this part right here. As the wiring is all done, it's so much easier to just install it just like that. And yeah, it's okay so far. So this part I'm going to double side tape on the top like that, and then this part I'm going to either cable tie it or something, or either tape it as well. So for now, this has two connectors. So the main connector is this one that has 3 wires. The single wire one is usually a number 3. Make it as neat as possible. And let's see if our ESC cable is long enough. Oh, our ESC cable is not long enough. Alright, we will go into installing the spur. Let's go ahead and install the spur first. So it's a little bit difficult to actually put in. So if you have a set of pliers, it would really help you a lot. Alright, so screw is in, fully in I think. And next we have to install the motor. So very easy process step. You can finally unload the motor, and then make sure it's not too tight, guys, just nice, smooth. That's what we want. So I'll find a way how to modify it and install this, and just put it right at the back. So basically you guys got a general idea on how I'm actually going to put my chassis on. So we're going to put this chassis on the next video, on the next vlog, where I'm going to fully run this by installing the dampers. And once the ESC I can mount it on, and then we will clean up the wiring. We will start doing the run, and I'll show you guys if it's worth it. Because if I'm not mistaken, YOKOMO recently just launched this chassis called the YD-2EXII, and it's using a EX deck base while using a S gearbox. So like what I'm doing right now, there's no difference. So if you guys have already a YD-2EX, please don't buy the new one, because basically you can go and get a YD-2S gearbox, and there you go, YD-2EXII. But I don't know what's the new features in the YOKOMO chassis, but like I said, basically I don't think there's anything different. Just the gearbox and the whole platform is basically almost the same. So I do not recommend you guys to go and get that SX3, because it's a lot of money. And if you guys got this kind of chassis, you don't need to waste the money by just buying the gearbox. So in the next video, we will be going into the full installation or completion of the chassis, and we are going to drift, and I'm going to give my thoughts on how it performs. I hope you guys did enjoy today's vlog. If you guys did, don't forget to leave a thumbs up, and if you guys are brand new, don't forget to click the subscribe button. It's somewhere down there, and remember to turn on your notification posts as you don't miss any newly uploaded videos from the Nicklimvlogs. So I'll see you guys for the next vlogs. I love you guys, stay safe, peace out.